Becky Doherty, I'm a judge.
Your judge?
To be more specific, she is the county's common pleas court judge.
An Arizona judge is charged with a DUI after her blood alcohol content tests nearly 3 times the legal limit.
I'm a judge. Okay, turn up. Judge, I would never do anything to hurt you, man.
29-year-old Julie McDonald is a local attorney, and she's running for county circuit court judge.
This will me up really bad.
No, there's not a lot of discretion I have.
Brunswick judge accused of DUI after car crash outside the Jacksonville's Gentlemen's Club. Now what makes this whole situation such a flabbergasting, dumbfounding, yet somehow understandable situation is that Judge Burt wasn't completely wrong here. Like, if we being honest, he was halfway right. Besides the part where he mixed up the justice system with 2 cutwaters and a double shot of Patron, the man was actually moving correctly. He said to himself, "Now hold up, I'm a judge, a Brunswick judge. I can't be throwing singles at the same women who got to stand before me on Monday morning. I spent $40 with you on Saturday and charging you with prostitution on Tuesday. Hold up, that just don't sit well with good old Judge Burt. That's a conflict of interest, Your Honor." So what he do? He packed up them little crispy $40. He put on that weekend shirt with the floral pattern, and he said, "I'm taking my judicial talents to Jacksonville." Because one thing about Brunswick, them strip clubs, they small, man. You can walk in there and you can see your cousin, your baby mama, and the lady who typed up your court transcripts all in one place. You throw $1 in Brunswick and it's gonna bounce off 3 people you know. Them Brunswick skeezers ain't gonna catch Big Burt slipping. You probably seen Burt from Sesame Street in them Brunswick strip clubs, but never Burt the judge. Them Brunswick $40 hollers better find them somebody to play with, because Big Burt ain't the one. But Jacksonville, oh, Jacksonville different. He said I could show my entire judicial ass in Jacksonville. Ain't nobody gonna recognize me at Wackos. I'm Big Burt tonight, not Judge Burt, Big Burt, capital B-I-G, to these HOEs in the county they call Duval. Regular old citizen Burt with a wallet full of bad decisions and bourbon courage. He get down there, pull up the Wackos. Now I'm from the 904 and I know about Wackos. I've been to Wackos numerous times. Hell, I was probably there the night Big Burt was there. But anyways, Big Burt pulls up the Wackos and he's feeling good. Got that judge walk, chest out, talking about order in the club, order in the club. Now who wanna present exhibit double D? And you know it started innocent. Couple drinks, little lap dance, little lap of luxury. He probably said, "I've sentenced 42 people this week. I deserve a little recess." But see, that's where he messed up. He was playing too damn hard during recess. That gavel turned into a Hennessy glass real quick. Now what makes this really wild is he almost pulled it off. He was out of his jurisdiction, off duty, out of sight, out of mind. But that alcohol don't respect titles. That Henny don't care if you a judge or a janitor. Once you start mixing objection with Coke 45 high gravities, best believe it's over. I can picture it now. The officer pulled him over like, "Sir, have you been drinking tonight?" He said, "I object." Officer said, "Eject these handcuffs, Big Burt." You know it's bad when the cop who arrests you recognize you. "Wait a minute, ain't you the judge from Brunswick?" He like, "Not tonight, I'm Burt from Wackos." Now I ain't gonna lie, I kinda feel sorry for Big Burt, because at least he tried to be low-key. He didn't hit up the Brunswick Boom Boom Room. He didn't pull up to Twerkalicious on a Friday with the city prosecutor. He took that drive. He said, "I am going 60 miles south for some privacy and professionalism." That's what make it funny. He was doing the wrong thing the right way. You ever notice it's always the ones with the most respectable jobs who do the most chaotic stuff off the clock? Like teachers in Vegas, pastors in Miami, and judges at Wackos. You got folks who literally hand out justice by day and hand out singles by night. You can't make this up. It's absolutely insane. Now imagine being the stripper that night. You think you dancing for a regular customer, but little do you know, this the same man who gave your cousin probation and your uncle 27 years for 2 ounces of Mary Jane. You over there twirling, he looking like, "Didn't I just sentence your boyfriend last week? I'll be down." Now when he left that club, he should have called a Uber. He should have called anybody sober. He could have called a bailiff, a court clerk, called the strippers. One of them $40 hollers would have loved to drive you home. Like, hold up, you a judge? You stay in Brunswick, Georgia? You stay in the country? I know you got a fly-ass mansion sitting on 72 acres of land. I would love to take you home, Judge Burt. You could have had a ride home and a certified 904 boot thing. who knew how to keep her mouth closed and them thighs open for the sake of the bag. Anyways, what I'm saying, anybody sober would have been a great idea to drive you home. You got too much to lose, Big Bert. I hate to see you going out like this. But nah, he said, I'm a judge. I know my rights. That's what he fumbled. The law caught up with him faster than his courtroom calendar. Now he facing the DUI. The same thing he probably lectured folks about last month. The irony is hitting him like a breathalyzer. He's sitting in that cell like, damn. So this is how it feels to be on the other side. You know he tried to hit the cop with, let's handle this professionally. The cop said, we are professionally locking your ass up. At the end of the day though, Judge Burt was moving with strategy, not stupidity. The plan was there. The execution just had too much tequila involved. Because let's be honest, going out of town to keep your name clean, that's solid logic. But drinking and driving back from Wackos, that's a mistrial in motion. So let this be a lesson to all the professional folks out there. You can leave your county, but you can't leave your consequences. And if you ever see your local judge tossing $40 at Wackos, mind your damn business, cause one day you might need that man to drop your charges. Shout out to Judge Burt, the only man who said, I object to being sober. May your next recess come with a designated driver. And to everyone else, remember, stay out your jurisdiction when you wild out, but stay in your lane when you drive home.